Hey friends, thanks for tuning in to these encouragement videos. It really is a joy for us to get to do these. We're thankful that we can put these out there for you, and it truly is our hope and our prayer that when you find these videos online, that they do in fact encourage you, that they give courage to the weary heart or the discouraged heart. And I know some of you have experienced some of that in this season. Change is hard. There's nothing about change that's easy to maneuver through most of the time. And we've been in a season of a lot of changes. And boy, I don't know about you, but I know for me, I have really hoped that a lot of these changes will be temporary. But I'm trying to come to the reality that while some of the changes that we're experiencing will be temporary, I think there's going to be some things that are going to be a lot more lasting than what I would hope for. And I think that's the case for a lot of us. And I suppose there's a couple ways that we can respond to it all. I mean, we could respond with frustration and anger and indifference. We can kind of go numb and pretend that it's not even all happening. And I suppose that would have a particular effect on our day. I think that's pretty inward focused. I think that's pretty self-centered in the sense of being a response. But I think there's another response. I think we can respond more outwardly focused. I think we can put others first, and I think we can be imagining ways to love God wholly and love our neighbor radically. I think we can choose to find joy in the changes and even thankfulness in the suffering that comes along with change from time to time. It's a choice we have to make, but it's a hard choice, and it takes something to get there. Peter says, man, if you can get there, it would be to the praise of God's glory. And he gives us a few things that maybe we can practice that would help us get there. In chapter 4, 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7 through verse 11 or so, he gives us some ways that we can put others first. He starts out and he says, therefore be clear-minded and self-controlled so that you can pray. So clear the clutter out, get a hold of ourselves so that we can pray. And then he says, love each other deeply, because love covers over a multitude of sins. Above all, love each other deeply. That's the highest thing that we can be doing for others. He says, offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Now there's a generosity that's tied into that. So we can be hospitable, we can be generous towards others. He says each one should use whatever gift he has received to serve others. Now he gets into a couple different spiritual gifts that God by his grace would give to us. He says in verse 11, if anyone speaks, he should do it as one speaking the very words of God. Now think about who needs to hear the truth of God in their life today. Okay? And then another one, if anyone serves, he should do it with the strength that God provides. Who has needs that you can meet, that I can meet today? Serve as God provides the strength to serve. And then Peter says, so that in all things, so in all of these things, as we're working through them, as we're thinking outwardly about others first before ourselves, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. To him, God, be glory and power forever and ever. I want to live that way. It's hard. Change is hard. Seasons like this are hard, but I want to live this way. And you can help me, and maybe I can help you. We can pray for each other. We love you. It's been great, again, to see many of you, and we do pray for you. God bless you guys, and take care.